Hi, it's Deirdre again. So, in my first video, I focused on the article Give Your Thoughts Some Legs by Opezzo and Schwartz. Just to go over a little bit of that topic, in case you hadn't seen the previous video, Opezzo and Schwartz conducted 4 different trials regarding the effects of walking on creative thought. Now, the results of those all of the trials that they did, all 4, all the individuals showed improvement from walking outside. Sorry. Now, the group that saw the most, as I, talking too fast said it, the group that saw the most was the group that was walking outside. So, that does beg questions of, is it more walking? Or is it more being outside that is a motivational factor for these benefits and how they affected the individuals? So, since their article focused on light activity being a inspirational factor in creative thoughts, like boosting creative thoughts, it got me to think, what about hobbies that already are creative in nature, where you're creating objects or things, like knitting or crocheting. So I kind of took that and did a little bit more research into how these light physical activity based hobbies can be beneficial for further creating creative thought and just boosting cognition in general. So one of the articles I found was The Benefits of Knitting for Personal and Social Well-Being in Adulthood by Riley and I think there were like 2 other authors as well. But the article was from 2013. Let's see. In that article, Riley and her fellow authors discussed the cognitive benefits of knitting, in so much that it helped focus during lectures. There's also achievement-based incentives associated with it as well. Say, for example, you like a sweater, you want to have a sweater, but you don't want to go buy a sweater. You want the achievement of making your own sweater. Let's see. So there were also some other articles I looked into regarding the being in nature, just purely being in nature as a booster for creative thought as well. Now, with that being said, I do think that there is room for improvements and further research. Something I noticed, which I don't think was inherently intentional, in the study that Riley and her associates did, the basis for their data was survey-based. Now, the participants in the survey, which you cannot control who answers a survey, you can say, hey, I want this group to answer it. And the group they chose was individuals who knit. Now, with that being said, most of the participants in this survey were Caucasian women. Now, that does present a potential for bias to be perceived in this article. Like I said, I do not believe it was intentional. However, I do think that further research could take Opezzo and Schwartz and like the studies that they have done, as well as the study that Riley conducted, and modify it to where the demographics are a little bit more diverse, where you have participants of different ages, different genders, and also even socioeconomic status. That way, let me see, I had some notes that I wrote on it. That way you could reduce like the potential for bias and see what about it is the creative topic, the creative hobby that boosts cognition and creative thought. I also thought that in addition to that type of research, more research could be done regarding individuals who have trouble walking. Like with Opezzo and Swartz research, they did focus on walking as a booster for creative thought. However, there are some benefits, individuals who could benefit from that who may not be able to walk, like older individuals or handicapped individuals. If we took Opezzo and Swartz studies and modified it to where instead of walking, you use knitting or crochet or other creative hobbies that are mildly physically active, I think it would be a great addition to the research that has already been done. Thank you.